Hello. It is Thursday, June the 20th, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. Welcome. Today we are taking our devotion from the book of Daniel, and we are in chapter 6, and we will be reading verses 10 through 16. Here's the word of the Lord. Read along with me. Now when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. Then these men went as a group and found Daniel praying and asking God for help. So they went to the king and spoke to him about his royal decree. Did you not publish a decree that during the next 30 days anyone who prays to any god or human being except to you, your majesty, would be thrown into the lion's den? The king answered, the decree stands in accordance with the law of the Medes and the Persians, which cannot be repealed. Then they said to the king, Daniel, who is one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, your majesty, or to the decree you put in writing. He still prays 3 times a day. When the king heard this, he was greatly distressed. He was determined to rescue Daniel and made every effort until sundown to save him. Then the men went as a group to King Darius and said to him, Remember, your majesty, that according to the law of the Medes and Persians, no decree or edict that the king issues can be changed. So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you. And that is the word of the Lord. The article today by Professor Kelly Brown, Praise God at Any Cost. Here's what she writes for us today. Daniel was a man of God. However, the men he served with were not. They were jealous of his reputation. The men tried unsuccessfully to find corruption or neglect in Daniel's life because they wanted to remove him from power. Yet they could not find anything against him. They were corrupt and worked on a plan to catch Daniel the only way they could, through Daniel's obedience to God. In 6:10, Daniel had just learned about the king's decree. I have to wonder if Daniel chuckled and thought, really, this is how you want to remove me? What I find so encouraging is that the decree didn't affect Daniel at all. Daniel was a man of God. His circumstances did not define his praise. Daniel was well aware of what could happen if he continued to pray, but it simply didn't matter to him. Daniel was going to continue to praise God at any cost, even if it meant being thrown into a den of lions and dying for his devotion. As a child, I loved this story for how God saved Daniel. As an adult, I now appreciate this story for Daniel's unconditional obedience to God. Trust and Obey by John H. Samish is the hymn for today. Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. And from the New Testament book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 24. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. And this is your daily devotion for Thursday, June the 20th. Have a blessed day.